Hey, Deshaun, I mean, an amazing year from where you were last year, obviously. I know you've been asked about it, but being able to come through those surgeries, being able to come through that ACL tour, and then having your mom be here this year, uh, what's it been like, this roller coaster ride?
It's been special. Just all the hard work and then all the time and all the just blood, sweat, and tears I put into it in the off season just to get back. And now a year later, around this time last year, I'm sitting in a hospital bed. But now I'm in New York City, just enjoying and just having fun and having the time of my life. So just being able to bring my mom up here, she's never been, so it's just been pretty fun.
Has your faith been a big part of how you've come back and getting to this point?
Oh yeah, faith is the one of the biggest things. I really, nail myself on, and having that, that without that, I would never be, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And so, having that, just kind of having that in the background and supporting me, I knew that I can overcome it and be here.
Deshaun, if you could speak up a little bit, just tell me what has been the best thing about this entire experience? Friday night, Heisman. What's been the best thing?
Just really just experiencing and hanging out with these guys and getting to know them. Just seeing the big lights and the bright lights and the big buildings and just having fun with all the guys and just being away from football just a little bit and just enjoying life. This is what we work for, this is what we dream for, and now we're here. So why not have fun and celebrate it?
Tell us about some of the first impressions of New York for you and your mom. What were some of your favorite moments this weekend?
Probably the tour last night was probably the best, riding around the whole city and just being able to see everything and, just getting off the bus, walking around, seeing all the people. And just really, that's probably the biggest thing about, New York with my mom and just having fun.
What were the sights you saw?
We went all over. I don't really know New York like that, but we just went. I mean, Central Park and Rockefeller, just everywhere really.
You've been out here walking around. Have you been recognized by people at all, whether it's Clemson fans or just football fans in general? They know who you are.
Yeah. When we were walking around, people asked for pictures and they, say good luck and that they were fans and, good luck in the bowl game and stuff like that. So, even if they're, I guess, not true Clemson fans, they, watch us play and continue to, wish me luck and wish our team luck.
Sean, when you were in high school, did you think, did you have a vision at all of maybe coming to New York someday?
Oh yeah, ever since the Elite 11 camp and going to those big camps and being one of the top players in the country, I always dreamed about having this moment. And I have a picture. Some fans sent me a picture when I was at the Elite 11. We went to the side and you know how they take pictures. I did the Heisman pose and on my caption I said coming soon. So I just seen that. I just remember that and that was pretty cool. Just thinking like all this past 2 years, all the adversity I went through and all the grinding is coming true.
Let's look ahead. If you don't win, do you consider the playoff semifinal and maybe a national championship to be a kickstart to the 2016 Heisman campaign?
Um, I wouldn't say the Heisman campaign, but just for the whole season for 2016, we want to finish strong, and people really remember how you finish. I don't want to go 13 and 0 and slip up at the end. I want to finish it through, and Coach Sweeney will tell you that. All the the players will tell you that too. So right now I'm just focused on this moment, and whenever 2016 come around this time, then we can talk about that Heisman.
The game of football, I mean, it's a great game, and you played it all your life. Can you just talk about what you've learned from the game? What the biggest lesson in football that you learned?
Just never quit, and through adversity and the hard times, you're gonna fail. With any like in football, you're gonna fail and lose sometimes, but you got to continue to keep grinding and keep motivating yourself to achieve the bigger and better dreams, and that's what we've been doing.
What would you say is the thing that you love most about the game?
Just relationships you build with the other players, and the I guess the family atmosphere, and that's probably the biggest thing I like about this game of football.
You had three suits laid out. How'd you settle on this one?
Actually, this one came in today, and really, I just wanted to be a little different, but Gainesville, our colors is red, and that's where it all started. With my coaching staff back there, and people back home. So I just wanted to give a little reminder from where I came from, and throw in the red. So.
Would you shop for today? Pick
Uh,
anything up?
No, I didn't get to picking it because I was kind of in a rush. I had like an hour and a half, so kind of just visit some stores, and the lines were too long, so I just didn't have the patience to wait.
Anywhere fun you went to go shopping? Just little things.
Who with me?
Yeah, where'd you go shopping?
Oh, I went to H&M, Levi's, just really down this whole street. All the stores. So.
Did any particular teammates have any requests of what they wanted you to bring them back?
Nah, they didn't say anything. I had some family members though, and some friends like that, but nobody on the team.
Did you play more than one sport at school, and what's your favorite sport outside of football?
Yeah, I played basketball. I did track for 2 years, and then I stopped. Did baseball for 2 years. Those were pretty good. But basketball was my next sport. I thought I could have played in college too, and I think I don't know. I can give Curry a challenge. The 3-point line. I think so. So y'all make sure he see that.
What are some of your memories from watching players on the stage growing up? Were there one or two players that you followed, maybe someone you rooted for even if you didn't win?
Just really the past couple of years. For instance, I know I go to Clemson, but Jameis Winston, seeing what he went through and be able to achieve this award. Cam Newton, of course, he's like a big brother to me. Johnny Manziel, had a chance to meet him. Tim Tebow. So guys like that, RG3, really a lot of quarterbacks that I looked up to and just inspired me to do the same thing.
Well, how much have you heard from Cam and kind of what's been his advice through all this?
I talked to him, of course, during the week, but we really didn't talk about the Heisman, just, how life is going, how the family is. But when we did talk about the Heisman, he said, don't worry about it. Just continue to win games, have fun, and enjoy those moments, and let everything else take care of itself. That's what I did, and now I'm here.
Did you set the Heisman as a goal to start the season?
It was one of my goals. My main goal was to, win a national championship, and really to win the opener. We have our team goals, and then my personal goal is win a national championship, ACC championship, go 13-0. Just little things like that. The Heisman were kind of, after the team goals, and once I accomplish that, then everything else can come after.
Did Cam give you the blessing? Oh.
That you've gone through the last several years, it just kind of made you as a person, have you grow up as a man?
It just made me mature more, and just really, you're gonna get knocked down sometimes, and you just got to keep getting up, and that's what life is about. And if I continue to do that, and I just be fine and do it the right way, everything else is gonna be gravy. So.
Did Cam give you a blessing on doing that dab?
Nah, a little bit, but we both from Georgia, so we know about the swagger and stuff with the dab. So.
Has Cam talked to you at all about the pressure of dealing with an undefeated season? He knows a thing or two about that.
No, we haven't talked about that.